Hey guys, it's Sheridan. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've filmed my foundation routine and also just a simple everyday makeup look. This is the kind of look that I just wear when I go out shopping with friends, out to lunch, that kind of thing, when I don't want to go all out with my makeup. So yeah, I hope you enjoy and let's get straight into it. Okay, so I've already moisturised my skin, and for that I use the Olay Complete UV Protection Moisturiser. I've used this one just because it does have that SPF, so it's going to keep your skin really protected from the sun. So to prime my skin, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Lumimagique Primer, just taking about that much and just spreading it across the face. For foundation today, I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation, and this is in the shade 220 Sable Sand. And then I'm just going to be applying that with my Real Technique sponge. Make sure that this foundation blends right down your neck. The reason that I've left underneath my eyes blank is because I find that it makes my concealer go a bit less cakey and stops it from creasing so much. Moving on to concealer, I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal True Match, and this is in the shade number 2 Vanilla. I'm going to be using this as a highlight, so applying it underneath my eyes, bridge of my nose, on my chin and on my forehead. And now that I look like a weirdo, it's time to blend it out. I move on to setting my under eyes, and for this I use the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder, and I'm just going to be taking this on a tapered face brush. To set the other areas that I highlighted, I'm going to be using this Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. And to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the Australis Fresh and Flawless Pressed Powder. This is in the shade Deep Natural. Moving on to bronzer, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Glam Bronze, and I'm just going to be using this on a duo fibre brush. I'm just putting this all over my cheeks and up to my forehead. This is just going to give you a really sun-kissed glow. Next up is contouring, and I'm going to be using the Benefit Hoola Bronzer, and I'm going to be using this with my NARS ITA brush. So you just want to place this underneath your cheekbones and blend it all upwards. As you can see, it just makes my cheekbones a bit more prominent. So then I'm going to be doing the same to the other side. I'm then going to be taking a little bit and running it along my hairline. Also along the jaw, under the lip, and a tiny bit down the sides of the nose. Next up I'm going to be doing my highlight, and I'm going to be using the MAC Soft and Gentle. This is just with another small tapered face brush. So I'm putting this highlight on the tops of my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead, down my nose, on my cupid's bow, and a tiny bit on my chin as well. Next up I'm going to be doing blush, and I'm going to be using the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. I'm going to be applying this with a Sigma Large Angled Contour Brush. Now I'm focusing this mainly on the back of my cheekbone, but also bringing it forward onto the apples of my cheeks. Next up is eyebrows, and I'm going to be using this Sigma Brow Duo in the shade Light. I'm going to be using the darker shade on this side. To apply that, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Brush in number 12. To start off, I'm just going to run this fully through my brows. Then starting at the tail, fill them in. My brows in place, I'm going to be using the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade Light Medium. To start off with the eyes, I'm going to be taking this Hoola Benefit Bronzer again, just on a big fluffy brush, just applying this roughly into the crease. Next up, I'm going to be taking the Chi Chi Nudes palette and just taking this colour here just to put in the crease. To do this, I'm just going to be taking a more dense blending brush. I'm also taking a small amount of that colour and putting it along the lower lash line. Next up, from that same palette, I'm going to be taking this colour here and putting it all over the lid just with a flat shader brush. To highlight my eyes, I'm just going to be taking this very last colour here and putting that on my brow bone and on my inner corner. Next up is mascara, and I'm just going to be using this Max Factor 2000 Calorie Dramatic Volume Mascara. And first off, I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. Next up, I'm going to be taking this lip liner by Kryolan, and it's in the shade Barely There. It's just a nice nude colour. Next up, I'm going to be taking Lime Crimes lipstick in Coquette. So this is the finished makeup look. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. Bye! And just spreading it across the front. And just with my Real Techniques Expert. I'm going to be using the Hoola